own can order a criminal investigation.
Okay, fair enough.
And I think that is the need of the hour.
Stay with me. Sanjay Hegde, senior advocate with us. Ujjwal Nikam, senior public prosecutor with us on the broadcast as well. Mr. Hegde, here we are, sir. First of all, let me ask you the question. Right decision to release all the materials, all the reports, all the sequence of events to the public last night. Do you support that decision? That was the right call in where transparency is required.
Absolutely, and I was among the people who called for it on social media earlier. See, the question was it, what was the amount? And all kinds of crazy figures were going around, and also what we were getting to hear was that it was one small bag. A small bag is explainable. But these kind of figures and this kind of video then puts all these theories to rest. But yes, as a lawyer, I have to always look at more than one possibility. The judge concerned came back, was out of town, comes back in the evening, and in the evening when the Chief Justice sends the PPS, the room is open, nothing untoward is noted at that point of time. It is only later that the judge is informed that earlier in the morning and the night before, there was a video made which showed bags of currency. The crucial question is who ordered the debris to be cleaned out on the morning of the 15th. That to my mind is the question that needs to be asked. I also believe that right now there are reporters who are on the site and who are showing off some burnt papers. I would really like to know the nature of the burnt debris. You see, if it is ordinary burnt debris, which is still lying out there after 7 or 8 days, then the implications are different. It only means that at that particular stage, nothing significant was noticed in the debris, and the debris was just thrown out, and the sweepers haven't yet got to it.
There's another video which we are not showing. The reason we are not showing is because I don't want to speculate on videos that are taken whose authenticity I cannot vouch for. So we're only putting out what the Supreme Court has released. This video is outside, taken a day or two later, which purportedly shows debris outside. Sanjay Hegde, now this is a difficult one because it is unprecedented. There exists videography and photography of burning notes found from a residence which is not being disputed. The location is not being disputed by anyone, that this was the residence of a sitting judge of the Delhi High Court. We are going to face public scrutiny. What do we do?
No, public scrutiny, questioning, everything is correct. The only thing is that it is not the residence. It is a part of the campus over which there's currently does not appear to be much evidence that the judge personally or anybody, a part of his family, has been resorting to that place. That place is also apparently next to the security quarters itself. All kinds of people have had access to it. See, both possibilities are equally dangerous. Possibility one, that it was the judge or somebody on his behalf had parked the money. The second possibility is that somebody had parked the money to frame the judge without the judge knowing it. In both situations, a full, fair and transparent inquiry should be done, and at all stages of the investigation, as much as can be revealed to the public should be revealed, so that unnecessary speculation is quashed.
Okay. How do we do this in a deliberative and decisive way, but at the same time with understanding that due process needs to be followed?
No, that is being done by the committee. The committee is taking on the judge's defense. It will no doubt examine him as speedily as possible and come to a reasonably speedy conclusion to present to the collegium. At that point of time, the collegium will have to take a call on whether to allow a criminal investigation as well, and also whether any other recommendations, including to Parliament, are necessary. I also anticipate that tomorrow when Parliament convenes, Parliament does not need to wait for the judges to take action. A parliamentary motion can come from the parliamentarians themselves. In either way, what I think is that a speedy, open, transparent investigation, which is informed in great detail, in great and clear language to the public, is necessary. The court needs to come up with a communication strategy also.
The court is facing, it's a rare case. I put, in this case of videography of such nature existing would become the rarest, perhaps unprecedented. The court does not have necessarily a mechanism of spokespersons or outreach. They have a website in which they can post things and post links, which is their general mode of communication. Is a mechanism required, sir? Because public perception is very important right now.
I certainly think so. And because without such a mechanism, you in the media, that messages get garbled. Most people who had read the collegium resolution could not figure out earlier that Justice Verma had in fact not been transferred as yet. That there was a proposal for transfer, but the transfer had not happened. Everybody assumed that he had been transferred, and that transfer was seen as inadequate punishment or even as a reward. So, yes, communications is a different skill from legal drafting, and maybe the court needs to take on to have communications professionals assisting it.
Okay, how do we then simultaneously develop, or would you like to see a mechanism for such matters now to be simultaneously developed by the court?
Well, from this experience, if the Chief Justice and the collegium lay down some mechanism, it would be good. But hitherto, we've never had a situation like this. We have always had allegations. We have and other counter allegations. We've all things have been on paper. We have not had video evidence. The news, the 24/7 news cycle, 365 days social media cycle does need advanced communications.
Okay. Two quick questions, sir, before I open Ujjwal Nikam. In a practical sense, for a lot of people who are deeply concerned that the due process, which you and I understand, is troubling to them. They say that the longer you wait, the longer these reports take, the more it smacks of a cover-up. How do we not only have action taken, but have it seen to be taken?
Well, you must not doubt that necessary action will be taken, and every action taken will be communicated as soon as possible. Yes, the public is entitled to be skeptical, but the judiciary must step up to the task of communicating to the public at all times. Given the Chief Justice and the nature of the events, I don't think anybody is under any misconception that this is something that can be swept under the carpet. Even if the judiciary comes to the conclusion that the judge has been framed, that too will be a very serious thing. You will have to find out who is behind that framing. If, on the other hand, the judiciary comes to the conclusion that this was material which was directly attributable to the judge, then the necessary action will be taken. Right now, all that they have said is that he will not be sitting in court. So, therefore, no further judicial function.
Okay, final question. Does propriety demand that other than being on vacation that he resign?
See, if he resigns, it will currently be seen as an admission of guilt. If the man is innocent, he should be given every chance to prove his innocence. There may have been a stage earlier where, without acknowledging guilt or anything, in the interest of the system, he could have fallen on his sword. But that moment has passed.
All right, Sanjay Hegde, thank you for joining us with those thoughts. Let me rope in Joyita Basu to take this